This ain't nothing but a press conference, but I guess Cecilia Braekhus. Yeah, see, you got on a lot of makeup. She's pretty woman. She don't need no makeup. Got Michaela Lawrence like she want to eat Braekhus' face off. I mean, look at what? God, go! I tell you what. From Cecilia Braekhus' reaction to that kiss, Michaela Lauren's breath probably smelled like pure D possum piss. The main attraction, satisfaction for your listening or your leisure. Try to troll the coach and you will end up in the seizure. Pertain upon your brain, you just can't take the plain fact that this the LDBC, you don't tell us how to act. And if you hate the content, then take a step back. Why watch the video? How you gonna explain that? How you gonna explain that? How you gonna explain that? Coach Shelton Harrison, there never been no comparison. You're live on the show, sit back and have a listen. All right, LDBC, this is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. You're live on the Coach Shelton Harrison Combat Sports Show Live. Okay, guys, I'm knocking out 2 videos in one. A couple of people asked me what were my thoughts on Cecilia Braekhus being kissed by Michaela Lawrence. So I'm like, well, that was it. That's the first time I saw that, and I wanted to give you guys my live reaction, and that was it. Whew, boy. Michaela Lawrence looked like her breath smelled like a big old pool of possum piss. I mean, she just do, y'all, folks. That's just the way that is. But this video is not about that. This video is about Cris Cyborg supposedly ducking Cecilia Braekhus. Now, you know the coach is a huge Cyborg fan, and you know I would have called that out. If Cris Cyborg, I thought in my opinion, was legitimately ducking Cecilia Braekhus, I would have called it out. But guys, not only is that fault, these Cyborg haters are at it again. It's like, you know, you can't put your favorite fighter in the octagon with Cris Cyborg because she gonna kill him. Okay, probably gonna beat him to a bloody pulp. So we know you can't do that. So what else can you do? If you can't beat them, then trash them. And that's what many of you Cyborg haters, you popcorn, pop-tart fart, you booty breath, booger breath, butt boys, we know that's what you're going to try to do. We know you guys going to try to do this. Anything to make it seem like that this Brazilian champion is a coward. But that's what you always do. That's why Cris Cyborg is the queen of the no-love list. This has got to be the most hated women's MMA fighter in history, but also probably the most dominant. Okay, and the one who you put your favorite fighter in there, she gonna crack him, and that's just the way that is. But let's talk about something, okay? Let's talk about something here. You see, I remember when Cecilia Braekhus initially wanted to fight Cris Cyborg. She called out Cyborg, and people, you know, were saying, well, what was Cyborg's response? Cyborg's response was, I want that paper. That means I want that payday. Cris Cyborg was all game to fight Cecilia Braekhus. Cyborg was actually game. She wanted that fight. See, this is what people don't know. But see, I'm here basically, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Oh, Cyborg was ultra excited about the fight. Because see, her and Cecilia, they were talking behind the scenes trying to figure out a way to get this fight done. And Cecilia even told Cyborg, look, if you fight me, this is gonna be the biggest payday of your career. And so Cris was like, okay, cool. I'm down. Hey, if the money right, let's go for it. You know? And not saying it, but the money was going to be right. So Cris Cyborg was like, hey, that paper good, let's go. See, that's the whole basis of it. And now they were also talking about this on Twitter. They were also talking about trying to get this fight done on Twitter. But see, just Cris Cyborg telling you, just her telling you, that's not enough because y'all think she's just a lying Brazilian cheater. See, we know that's what y'all think. So these are some of the tweets, but I'm going to let y'all see all the tweets that went back and forth. But there's somebody who did duck Cecilia Braekhus that ain't nobody talking about. Funny how nobody really want to talk about this one person who ducked Cecilia Braekhus. Wow. I wonder who that could be. I'll tell y'all later on in the video. But Cris Cyborg is like, look, how much money is the biggest boxing purse for women in the USA? And Cecilia was like, look, I will give you the biggest purse of your life, if you want to come over and let's have a go at it. So Cecilia wanted that work. Cris Cyborg wanted that work. They both wanted that work. Both of these two ladies was game to give each other the work. Nobody was ducking nobody in this fight. But see, you got to understand, Cris Cyborg, she don't have no creative control. And she barely getting to negotiate a deal against Holly Holm. She barely get to negotiate that. But they know without Cyborg, there's no fight. And they know that the fight against Holm is a big mega fight that's going to make the UFC a ton of money. So they got to try to figure out something with Cyborg. But they're not going to negotiate. They ain't doing Cris Cyborg no favors. Cris Cyborg can't walk into the UFC offices and Dana White, Sean Shelby, hey, guess what? I want you to put me in against Braekhus in a boxing match. She's not Conor McGregor. I'm sorry. They don't like her. She's not Ronda Rousey. They don't like her. If Ronda Rousey came back and said, I want to box, you know Dana White with his old clean whisker biscuit bald head, you know he'll make that fight happen in a minute. Oh, he would do it. But Cris Cyborg, unfortunately, she don't have those kind of privileges. Sorry. Sorry, Cris, you're not privileged enough to get those kind of rewards out of your career. Like some of these people are. So it's like, now she's at the mercy. Now she's under contract. So see, that's another thing. People, y'all got to understand some things about a contract. And I don't understand what people don't get about the UFC. Why y'all don't understand that, you know, people like, they're under contract. How is Cyborg going to breach her contract if the UFC is not game? If the UFC is not going to follow, if they're not going to follow along, then the fight ain't happening. If she don't have the UFC's blessings, the fight is not going to happen. And I think people are forgetting the UFC part. But we want to, you know, be quick to say, well, Cyborg was a coward. She ducked Braekhus. No, she didn't duck Braekhus. But see, funny how nobody ever want to talk about how Holly Holm ducked Braekhus for years. And I remember when Cecilia Braekhus years ago called out Holly Holm and was like, let's fight. Let's fight. Because that fight would have been a big payday purse. Oh, yeah, easily. But it's amazing how nobody wants to say that about Holly Holm. That's kind of amazing, isn't it? But that's what it is when you're not on the no-love list. When you're on the no-love list, you get criticized for everything. Ducking people that you don't even know. You know, you're sitting here trying to figure out how to fight the person, but you still ducking them, even though it ain't y'all fault. How you Cyborg detractors and haters gonna explain this one? But let's keep looking. Let's go ahead and look at Cecilia Braekhus. Give everybody body bags. Cecilia Braekhus was body bagging people all day, when she was doing this whole thing. All these tweets, she body bagged people. Let's take a look at this. Look, Cecilia Braekhus didn't waste no time, and she was not playing around. Cecilia said, look, Holly Holm, the ultimate duck fighter, been dodging Cecilia Braekhus for years and used Cris Cyborg for recognition only. God, dog. Body bag number one. She started the body bag off. Look, Cecilia Braekhus ain't playing. She gonna say whatever she need to say to get Holly in that boxing ring. I told you she been wanting this fight for years. But see, and don't nobody want to talk about this. What was Holly's response to this? What was Holly Holm's response to all of this? Okay, did the fight happen? Oh, but Holly didn't duck. Nope, Holly wasn't ducking her. Of course not. All right. And then Cecilia Braekhus continues. She says, look, Holly Holm versus Cecilia Braekhus was set to be the biggest person in boxing history. Holm ducked her repeatedly and switched to MMA. God, dog. Cecilia Braekhus ain't playing. There's no love lost between her and Holly Holm. Cecilia Braekhus does not like Holly Holm. Can't stand her. Okay? But she does have a point. She was calling out Holly Holm like crazy. She was calling out. Did the fight happen? It wasn't even as much as a response from Holly Holm. Not that much of a response. Then Cecilia was like, look, Cris, I'll give you the biggest person in your life if you want to come over and have a go at it. See, Cyborg, she got the boxing license. She started, working out with Clarissa Shields. And it's like, Cris Cyborg just wasn't doing that just for the heck of it. Cris Cyborg had an intention to fight Cecilia Braekhus. And now, folks, you understand some of the things that Cris Cyborg was trying to do. But the fight wasn't going to happen because she don't have any privilege at the UFC. So we know that she wasn't going to get that fight. Maybe if she leaves the company and becomes a free agent before she goes off to another organization, hopefully, that fight could happen. I would love to see her fight Cecilia Braekhus. Now, when a fight going to be big, when you got fans talking about, look, this guy right here says, this is one fight I would love to watch. Another guy down here said, this will be a fight that will go into the history books, he meant to say. Yeah, it would. Because people seem to think that Cris Cyborg just gonna go in there and just get completely murked by Cecilia Braekhus. No, it's gonna be a tough fight. Cris Cyborg gonna put relentless pressure. She gonna be in Braekhus' face. Now I'm not saying Cyborg is a better boxer than Braekhus, but what I am saying is Braekhus ain't finna walk through no Cris Cyborg in any fight. MMA, Muay Thai, it don't matter. She's not gonna steamroll Cris Cyborg. People crazy, man, and I don't even know people understand fight. Okay, now. Boy, Cecilia Braekhus began to body Holly Holm. When Holly Holm tried to get into the UFC, get the UFC attention, she said she would, using Cris Cyborg name to build your brand and did not sign. Oh, God. Whoa! Then she said the article, okay, this guy Paulie said she was the champ. Why would she need to build her brand? Honestly, I think she's being punished for not waiting for Ronda. You know, I said that in videos ago. I said that in videos ago that, you know, they were going to have it out for Holly Holm. And I still think that they're up to something with her. But man, Cecilia Braekhus came back with a body. The article is before Cyborg lost to Muay Thai 10-time world champion Jarena Bars. Up! And let's not forget Bars couldn't get anyone to fight with her Muay Thai rules either. And Cris Cyborg lost on points, not KO. Body bag, body bag, body bag, body bag. Straight body bag. For the record, yep, this guy had to conform. He had to kneel before Cecilia Braekhus. That's right, Paulie. Kneel before the female god. Kneel before the god. Cecilia Braekhus was right on all these points. Cyborg, do you think if Cyborg not going to duck the most dangerous woman in Muay Thai, do you think she's going to duck Cecilia Braekhus? See, people, we got to start putting these things together. We got to start using our common sense, okay? And then, Cecilia Braekhus goes, don't feel bad, legend. This is Holmes' history. Might be worse than Rousey ducking you. Well, nothing is worse than that. God, body bag, body bag, body bag, body bag. Whoa. No. Cecilia Braekhus let him. Look, man, she ain't playing. She ain't playing. But we know now that Cris Cyborg not afraid. They were behind the scenes. They actually tried to talk this fight and get it going, but they can't. It ain't on Braekhus' end. It's the UFC. They're not just going to allow Cyborg to just breach a contract to go fight. They're not going to do it for Cyborg. Unless she was Ronda Rousey. And that, well, that's just the way that is. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. What are you guys waiting on? Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube.